Hi everybody, it's Linda. I am back with a flip through of two little Santa Claus little cutie journals. They were really fun to make. They are nearly identical, so I'm going to go through one and then the other. They are my usual little cutie. Please excuse this. I had a little mishap with the cap to the razor in the shower this morning. Does anybody else struggle with that? And it got the best of me. So I know that's just lovely. Anyway, my little cutie Santa journals. They are made from a paper bag that I covered on both sides with fabric. And I did something a little different. I used this wonderful vintage yarn trim, the kind that I used to wear in my hair when I was a little girl. And I used it as a wraparound tie. So I just thought it was so fun and so nostalgic and so kind of 1950s, 60s, 70s vibe, which is kind of, you know, the era of this Santa Claus journal. So, and if you are interested in this kind of yarn tie, I sell this in my Etsy shop. And there is some in there currently. So you're always welcome to head over there and look. I also have it in just the green, just the red, and then the variegated red and green. So anyway, then I used, I just have a little bit of this adorable Santa Claus fabric. So I just made a little topper here, but the whole journal is covered with this wonderful green plaid. I just love that plaid. Okay, let's open it up and get centered here. I made a little red fabric pocket and I attached a to and from card and a made with love on a bulb pin there. And then in this little envelope, I have these little vintage envelopes in my shop as well, in sets of 12, if you're interested. But inside of this little envelope are December daily numbers. There's 31 for every day in December. So you can add these to the journal. You can use them in another project, however you'd like to use them. But I think they really make the journal very versatile if you want to use it as a December daily. And there are enough pages for a December daily. There's 30 pages and then the front and back, which would make 32. So it's big enough for that. And then my little signature Christmas tea is in the front pocket. So these are just some little goodies from me. My favorite Santa Claus scrapbook paper. And then in this pocket are a couple of vintage goodies. There's a vintage tally card, and he is glittered. He is adorable. And then this vintage Christmas coaster. I just tucked those in there for fun. So if you use this for a December daily, you've got places each day. You can tuck photographs, brochures from places you go, recipe cards, you name it. Just journal what you did that particular day. I did some stenciling on some of the coffee dyed paper, Santa and his reindeer. This is a Santa Claus is Coming to Town music paper there. And then on this side, I created this little tuck with the lines from The Night Before Christmas. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. I love that. And then this little journal card. I love her. She's got one eye open. She's peeking. So sweet. It's got writing lines on the back. And then this is a pocket I created from a large doily that I folded and then sewed. And inside of it, I have a holiday recipe card, blank, tucked in there. But you could certainly put photographs or whatever you would like in those pockets. Here's Santa's boot prints that say ho, ho, ho that I stenciled on that page. This is a green graph paper. It's a Christmassy green. This is a page from the vintage cookie book. Coffee dyed paper, children's ledger, some scrapbook paper, and on this side is a decoupaged paper bag. And I created this fun little tag from a vintage time card. And I don't have anything tucked in there, but I made it so that you can tuck more on the side here. So you could definitely put a large journal card, photographs, whatever you would like in there. And this bag would also hold more than one tag. So this is a vintage children's, I don't know if it's children's so much as a Christmas story, The Christmas Mouse. And I did a little stenciling on there as well. This is a very vintage Christmas card from the 1960s. And then on the back side here, I created a fabric flip. You could do some journaling on the inside of that card. And this, I created a tuck with this adorable image. I think he is from the graphicsfairy.com. And just tucked in a blank coffee dyed index card. It's the center of the signatures. And I attached some jingle bells at the bottom. And they do jingle when you move the book. Very sweet, just like Santa Claus. And I love this page. I love this image of Santa riding his bicycle. It looks like he's on his way to this house over here. And I just tucked in a Naughty and Nice Project Life card. And then this is inspired by my friend Lillian Guerrero and her Made by Rocka Lily beautiful series of houses that she creates for her journals. And I have been making these particularly at Christmas the last few years. And I always like to give a nod to her because she is the creative wizard behind these adorable houses. I did mine a little different. There's kind of two houses. I folded the envelope in half to tuck around this page. So there's a little house on each side, and inside of the pocket, I tucked a blank tag so that you can decorate it, journal on it, do whatever you'd like. And in this pocket, I just tucked a few more little things. Here's a little note card that you can journal on or use as a gift card. It's a little Mary Englebright Christmas Santa image there. And then just a piece of Santa collage paper that can be journaled on or used however you'd like, but I just thought it was fun. Okay, and then we're getting to the end. The back side of each of the pages, rather. Here is a large Santa face. This is the back side of the doily, and it also is a pocket that holds this large journal card that is Santa's list. Okay. And Santa Claus is coming to town, and I created this little belly band and this really fun journal card with this image I've had in my stash for a really long time of all these fun Santas. Very vintage. And this was a rubber stamp that I stamped, and then I added some glitter to his beard. Okay, and then on this page is one of the slotted pockets, and I have filled it. Here is a Santa Claus here, and then I will tell you this Santa Claus is also a tuck. I just don't have anything tucked behind it. but you certainly could. And then I have some vintage to from cards here, and they each have an adorable little image of Santa and a vintage Santa playing card. And these are also in my Etsy shop, Joyful Makes and Finds. A little Santa Claus tag with a kind of an old world Santa. And then in this top pocket is a large tag that I made using a rubber stamp. This is a Red Lead Paperworks rubber stamp. I don't know if it's still available or not. And then I just used some little Tim Holtz elements for the collage. And there's a Jingle Bell topper and some ribbon on the top. And that does peek out on the top of the book. And then this is the very last page, and since it is the paper bag, it is a large pocket, and in there is a letter from me in this little decorative envelope. You will get a little cellophane bag filled with offcuts and fabric snippets and buttons and charms and things to further embellish or complete your journal. And I'm going to tie this up, and we're going to look in the second one. So this is journal number 1, and I wanted to show you, it is also going to come with this little Santa paper clip that you can use to hold the pages open when you're working on a page. There's one with each of the journals. Okay, so journal number 2 is very similar. It has the same exact cover. I'm not sure there's much different at all in here. A couple things maybe. So the same December daily numbers, the Christmas tea, the bulb pin, and the vintage to from card. Here's your little paper, quote, Santa clothespin there. You do have a different, one of the little ephemera pieces is different in this pocket, and this is a very vintage, like seriously old. I want to say this could be from the 40s even, this Christmas card, 40s or 50s. Isn't that adorable? And then the vintage coaster. Make sure I'm in line. All lined up there so you can see. Santa Claus is Coming to Town paper, same journal card. I love those images. What is more irresistible than a vintage Santa image? I'm telling you. Precious. Stenciling. Vintage cookie book. Decoupage bag. This tag is just very slightly different, but very similar. And also, that is a tuck on the side. Okay. The vintage Christmas card, of course, is a different one on this one. You can see it's Santa with these kids. Such cute faces. This one may be from the 70s. I'm not sure. It's a little bit. Not quite as old as the other one. The fabric flip. The Santa tuck with the index card. Center of the signature with the jingle bells. There's Santa on the bike, and the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas Project Life card, and this is the house, the envelope house for this book. It's got the tag inside. Thank you, Lily, for the wonderful inspiration, and I will link one of her little house videos in the description box in case I can't imagine how you could have missed them, but if you have, you need to go over there and check out her little houses. They're irresistible. Some stenciling, Here is the little piece of collaged scrapbook paper and the little Mary Englebright image note card, gift card enclosure really, but certainly you could journal on it or put a cute little photo in there or whatever you'd want to do. Okay, let's see. And Santa and his reindeer going across the stars. The drop cookie recipes and chocolate drop cookies, chocolate surprise cookies. The Santa's list journal card tucked into this large doily. And the belly band here I embellished with a very old little, it's a tack pin, but it's just the top of the tack pin. It's not a pin. I just glued it on there with jewelry glue. But I love that old image. Thought it went well with these old Santas here. And this Santa Claus is coming to town music paper on the other side. So you can see there's some minor differences. And this is the slotted book page, or the slotted pockets, and the rubber stamped Santa, and a little Santa tag for this one, and the Santa Coke playing card, and 2 of the vintage to and from tags, and this is a tuck. And then the last page, the pocket and the letter from me. So this is Santa Claus Little Cutie Journal number 2. They are currently in my shop, Joyful Makes and Finds. If you are interested in learning more about them or seeing them, you can visit me there, or I also have a selection of some of the items that I used in the journal available in the shop. And what's next, you ask? I am going to do 2 videos where we're going to make a Christmas project in each one, and I'm really, really excited. So that's next. And then the next journal will be a little golden book Santa journal. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this. I appreciate it. I hope it's helping you to start thinking about the holidays and happy times. And I really ask you to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, share, do all of those things that will help me grow my channel. It's still so small, and I'd love to get a little bigger, so I can do that with your help. And I thank all of you so much. I will see you soon, and we'll make some Christmas crafts, okay? See you later. Bye-bye.